I would like to ask if everyone would silence their cell phones. Then we will have a moment of silence, and added to our, after the moment of silence, we will have the national anthem will be sang for us, and then we would have a pledge of allegiance after the national anthem will be led by two students from the Career Academy, Emma Geister and Leah Colbert. I hope I pronounced those names correctly. Okay, thank you very much. Let us have a moment of silence, please. Thank you. Let us all stand, please. Recognize several of our students and staff. And we're going to ask, first of all, from Houston County Career Academy, Principal Mrs. Greenfield, if you will introduce your guest, please.
Good afternoon. We have with us today from the award-winning 2015 Career Academy of the Year for the state of Georgia. We have with us today our teacher and two students. You'll stand. We have Ms. Cindy Holley and Ms. Holley serves as a business ed teacher at the Edge Academy and work-based learning teacher at Career Academy. She has students she's been training for the MOS, M-O-S certification, which is Microsoft Office, and today she has 100% pass rate on that assessment, which will prepare those students for employment in the technology field. Ms. Holly is a hardworking advocate for our school and our district. So thank you, Ms. Holly. We also have with us Emma Goster, and Emma is a senior at Veterans High School. She has completed 2 pathways at the Career Academy in healthcare science. She has her license as a certified nursing assistant as well as medical office assistant. She will be competing this summer in nationals for our HOSA organization in Nashville. After graduation, she plans to attend Augusta University to study biology pre-med and one day to become an orthopedic surgeon. So thank you, Emma. Also with us today we have Kadaya, sorry, she has a twin, Kadaya Tober. She's a senior at Warren Robins High School. She's a dual enrolled student with Central Georgia Tech in the criminal law and justice field. She's a member of our Skills USA. Her competitive events has been tactical team, and she's worked with the Warren Robins Police Department. She is a work-based learning student, and she works now in Judge Ashford's office at the House and County State Court. After graduation, she plans to enlist in the U.S. Marines to become a part of the military police and later an FBI agent. House and County Career Academy.
From David Perdue Primary School, Principal Ms. Leslie Schultz, if you will introduce yourself.
I would love to. Thank you so much for having us today. I would like to introduce to you first 2 of our upperclassmen. Y'all can stand with me. This is Aiden Bass. Aiden, want to wave at everybody? Aiden enjoys writing nonfiction text in writing, but she likes to read about real things, right? When she grows up, she hopes to be a doctor, but she has being a singer on standby just in case. At school, she really enjoys science and also the STEAM Club. She's also a member of our Prancing Panda, so that's Aiden. And I also have brought Caroline Angley. I'll wave at everybody. All right, Caroline's favorite subjects are recess and lunch. But don't let that fool you, because we recently took our gifted classes to the Aviation Museum to participate in STEAM night, and Caroline was right in there, and she was working on coding. And one of the things she wants to do when she grows up is to program a robot to clean a room. So she's thinking that would be a good thing to do when she gets older. So that's Caroline. I've also brought with me our Teacher of the Year from last year, Natasha Bass. She's one of our first grade teachers. She has done our yearbook for 3 or 4 years now, a long time. She's ready to pass that torch on to somebody else. But Natasha is one of our quiet leaders at our school. She is in there, and she's not one of those teachers that runs around and you hear her all the time, but if ever you need something, Natasha's the one that's there. She's always sharing by email and helping all of her colleagues. So these are my people today. Thank you.
Lake George Primary Principal Dr. April Green. Will you introduce your guest, please?
We're over here. You all stand up. I brought with me today Sabrina Cremo. She is our Teacher of the Year. She has been at Lake George since it opened. She is a leader in our building. She's served on just about every kind of committee that we have. She's been on BST. She has been a team leader. She has been student teacher. She has now been our GTE teacher, and these are 2 of her GTE students. She is the Garden Club sponsor, which also does recycling at our school. And she's also a Lego Club sponsor, which does coding and robotics with Legos, and so our students are in that. She is a Flint Energy Award winner this year. She won a grant. And so she has been there. She did tell me that this is only her 2nd board meeting to ever come to. Her very first year, she came with Ms. Vivian Pennington, and this is her 21st year, so we're glad that she got to come back to the board meeting. This is Teacher of the Year. This is Mia Wimmer. As I said, she is one of our GTE students, and so she is in the Garden Club. She is a GTE student. She likes best music. She says that her favorite things about our school are her teacher and her friends.
special within our school system and actually throughout America, which is month of the military child. April is recognized as globally as month of the military child, and a time to honor youth who are impacted by deployments and other challenges in the military life. In our district, close to 7,000 students are military affiliated, to include approximately 2,300 students whose parents currently serve active duty. All in all, this represents 24% of our total student population. Our school system and Robbins Air Force Base friends have partnered together to formally recognize this month. Our schools are celebrating the month of the military child with different events. For example, today, many of us wore purple in observation of Purple Up Day and a show of support for our military children. Purple symbolizes all branches of the military. I myself am retired Air Force and clearly understand the challenges that many of our children and families face. I'd like to ask any military children, active duty military, veterans, and adults who are military dependents to please stand and be recognized. And on a personal note, I, as a military Air Force retired, as I said, certainly understand the challenges that many families and children face. And today, I asked my daughter to come, who faced this very same challenge when we arrived here in 1983. Sonia, would you stand, please? Sonia was born in Michigan, transitioned to Alabama, from Alabama to England, which is where she started school in first grade. From England to Idaho, from Idaho to Germany to here, and she came here in the middle of the 9th grade. But I want to give credit where credit is due. Thanks to the Houston County educators, the administrators, and the whole community for supporting not only my daughter Sonia in her education, but our son, Dwayne, who both graduated from Warner Robins High School. So I say thank you, even with the challenges that they have to face. Our school system is doing everything possible to educate our children no matter the challenges they face. So again, Houston County School System, I say on behalf of my family and all military family members, thank you for what you all do to educate and recognize our military families. Thank you very much. To formally recognize the month of the military child, Superintendent Scott and Colonel Lancaster are going to sign a proclamation at this time. Colonel Lancaster, if you would come forward, please.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart. What you do for them. Opening them into your schools and into your homes school. You work so closely with us when it comes to their grades and their credits and everything else. I've been a part of that for the last year and a half, and it really is amazing. And the support that you give those students makes it easy for our parents to do their job. I haven't talked a lot about this, but I will, because this is perfect. Because like Sonia, my stepdaughter, my husband retired for 26 years. My stepdaughter, Robin, was a military child. She's actually a graduate of Warner Robins High School. So I know firsthand the education that you all provided. She right now is about to graduate from nursing school in Memphis, Tennessee. And what you all gave her has been impacting. So thank you for all of our kids for making it so open and for providing them that great education. And no matter what they want to do, whether it's a nurse, whether it's an FBI agent, we got to talk about what service the young lady. The basis that you are teaching them and the programs that they are getting and the unbelievable STEM and AP classes that your schools offer. I've been into them and I've seen between the composting and the recycling what the first graders are doing, the coding, which I don't even know what it means anymore. It is just, you are preparing our children to go out and do great things. So thank you so much for that.
The Robins Air Force Base is a big part of what we do in this community, and we work very closely together. But I want to just take a moment to say thank you to Dawn for her participation with our school district. And she's done everything from going to the schools, and I remember when she first came here, she was jumping rope over at Pearl Stevens, I think it was, she came watching. And she had a great time. It was fun being back at school. For those of you that are rushing to get out of school, take it from us old people, it's fun to get back into school sometimes. We often dream of those days, but we've got a unique situation. We live in a community that supports public education. We live in a community that appreciates what it means to be an American and live in this country. So with that, I say thank you to the many military families in this community. Thank you to Robins Air Force Base for the important role that you play in not only the vitality of this community, but the safety of our nation and what we do. So that's very important. And with that being said, we just want to point out, and I'm just going to read the last part of that, and I'm going to go through the whole proclamation. But it says, whereas these children are a source of pride and honor for us all, and it's only fitting that we take time to recognize their contributions, celebrate their spirit, and let our men and women in uniform know that while they are taking care of us, we're taking care of their children. When parents serve in the military, their children also serve and are our heroes too. And whereas by recognizing the month of military child, we pay tribute to military children for their commitment, struggles, and unconditional support of our troops. And so with that, thank you.
At this time, we have some recognition for several groups of our students, and of course, with them being high achievers, we certainly want to recognize them. And at this time, we're going to recognize the Governor's Honors students. Governor's Honors Program finalists were recently announced by the Governor's Office of Student Achievement. Our district has 12 exceptional 10th and 11th graders who were selected as finalists. Governor's Honors is a 4-week summer program which provides students with academic, cultural, and social enrichment. Approximately 3,000 students from across Georgia were nominated, and only 690 were chosen to attend. The program will be held in Valdosta State University, June 19th through July 16th. I would like for the administrators to come forward and to recognize and I call your name. For Houston County High School, if you will come forward and introduce your students, please.
Good afternoon. I have several students with me today. First of all, I'd like to, we have Mr. Adam Conway. He is voice bass. He looks like a bass guy. guy. I've got Nevada sounding here, but I want to tell you a little bit about Nevada. Nevada is a GHP finalist, but Nevada has actually also been chosen as only one of 28 students in the world to attend a Yale astrophysics summer program. She will spend 2 weeks learning the coding and 4 weeks studying planets and orbits at Yale's observatory. So she's actually not going to be attending that. She's going to this opportunity. I have Avery Eddy, and see Avery, you were social studies. Yes, ma'am, social studies. All right, Justin Hall, and he saxophone, classical alto saxophone. And I have George Liu, who's mathematics.
Next is Perry High School.
I'll recognize a couple of faculty members that assist with this program. Karen Cannon and Ellen Grimes, back in the back there, trying to be shy. In the middle here, we have Christian Bixler, Communicative Arts, and his parents are Sherry and Daniel Johnson. Vincent Glover, music percussionist. His parents are here, Hope and Vincent Glover. And Will Sawyer, social studies, and his parents are Elaine and Patrick Sawyer. And we're proud of these guys and know they'll have a good experience at Valdosta State. Thank you.
Next, we have Veterans High School.
Good afternoon. Thank you all for this opportunity to recognize our students. At Veterans, we have the luxury of having a teacher that is a GHP alum. Mrs. Lena Morrison has done a tremendous job with our program and kind of taking that off the counselor's plate. And she's graciously taken that on the past couple of years and preparing our students. And she also has the opportunity to teach at Valdosta State every summer within this program. So at this time, I'm going to ask Mrs. Lena Morrison, who teaches history for us, as well as humanities, to introduce the students.
Thank you. So we have 4 students going to GHP this summer, and like Mr. Brown said, I get to see them blossom throughout, as well as our other students from the county throughout the summer. So we have Gloria Myers in Communicative Arts, and she is a wonderful essayist and creative writer. We have Luke Foster for science, who told me in his mock interviews that he's going to cure cancer. And I believe it. We have Ashley Bishop for software engineering, who thrilled me talking about her robotic hand that she has created already. No wonder she wowed the judges this summer, or for the summer. And then we have Faye Harmon for Communicative Arts, who's also a skilled conversationalist and writer, and is fun to talk to. Great conversationalist. So we're very proud of her.
Next, we have 4 students who, from the Jordan High School, first place state literary winners. We have 4 of our students who won awards for the state literary meet competition, to include 2 first place awards. First place winners are here with their coaches. With Northside High School, Mr. Richard Frazier, and Veteran High School, Mr. David Ondike, please come forward with your student.
advanced teachers at Northside High School. Today I have with me Jared Watson, who is the state 5A comedic oral interpretation state champion. He did a selection from the monologue entitled, the play entitled Greater Tuna, which is a show about all of the different characters and personalities that are involved in this tiny little town of Tuna, Texas.
Obviously, I'm not David on Dyke. This is Maggie Higginbotham. Maggie is a tremendous student for us. She's a senior at Veterans High School. And, a little funny story about her essay is she had her her Golden Eagle interview just after she was doing this. So she frantically wrote and was able to accomplish a great award because obviously she won the state 4A essay, a personal essay in state literary. My excitement is Maggie is going to be going to college next year. She's going to come back to Veterans High School in 4 years and teach English for us.
Next week, we want to recognize the fine arts. Our schools are well known across the state for quality of fine arts programs. The Georgia Music Educators Association recently selected 25 of our students for all-state chorus. More than 6,000 singers from all over Georgia competed for 1,500 coveted slots. Teachers, please come forward with your students as I call your school's name. From Bonaire Middle School. You will introduce your students.
Hi, I'm Julie McCoy, and I'm the director of the Bonner Middle School Chorus. It's my honor to have these students here to be honored, and they have worked so hard. I'm so proud of them. I am so grateful for their parents and the support that we get from our wonderful administrators at Bonner Middle School. So I just want to say thank you so much, and thank you for honoring them. There's so many other little volunteers. Number one is Peyton Schwartz. I could tell you more about these guys. It's going to take me a while. Bonnie Hammer. Elizabeth Driggers. Now these are 7th graders that have earned the privilege of being an all-state chorus, and if they continue to make all-state every year, they will qualify for a special 6-year scholarship, so y'all keep it up. Adriana Silva is an 8th grader. Mr. Aaron Lyons. Miss Rachel Pound. Mr. Ethan Dorr. Hannah Barber. We have Spencer Wilcox. Mr. Matthew Babbitt.
scales. They also have to sing an aria, usually in a foreign language. Then there's a writing test, a listening test, and there's 3 sight reading assessments as well. Once they pass that with a passing score determined by whatever that mean is for the state when all the tests are completed, then they're assigned a repertoire, which is chosen by the choral chair that's assigned to that particular choir. Then they have to pass another audition with that select repertoire. So it's not exactly what we might say the easiest of things, but when you're done and you get that passing score, you've done something, and you know that. So we're excited with the changes taking place within Huntington, and we're also excited to be one of the middle schools which offers the squirrel program. And so I'm especially pleased with these 2 young ladies because to watch their growth from day one and to have the nerve to walk into a room with 2 total strangers and sing takes a lot of guts. And so we're very, very proud of them, plus everyone else that's participated. So this is Miss Laura Woods. Laura's in the 8th grade, and she was a part of the SATB mixed choir. And then this is Jamie Figman, and she's also in the 8th grade, and she was a part of the women's choir. So Huntington Middle School. Thank you.
From Houston County High School, you come forward, please.
Good afternoon, I'm Keith Stiller, I'm the Board Director at Houston County High School. And it's my pleasure to bring these 3 students before you. All 3 of these students are sophomores this year. 2 of the 3 didn't get started until 8th grade with the 8th grade choir, 9th grade choir, and then this year. And then Mr. Julian Santos, he made it starting in 7th grade. So these are repeat offenders, if you will. On the end, like I said, they're all sophomores. All 3 of these students also are multifaceted. Not only do they do choir, they also do drama. They're also in the band. And all 3 of these students also give up their Saturdays when we come into all-state season so that they can practice and rehearse. School is not 5 days a week for these kids. It's oftentimes 7. And we sometimes forget that they put in so much time outside of school to do what we ask of them. And all 3 of these students have excelled at that, by far. On the end, we have Mr. Julian Santos. Mr. Javelle Fellis. And Mr. Adam Conway.
Next from Northside High School.
My name is J. Otis Carter. You know. It just fell over here, sorry. But the cool thing about All-State Chorus is how above and beyond particular students go. It's not just a humdrum and the daily. These kids do hours upon hours at home. Some of these kids also on Saturday working. They all stay happy. The students that I brought today are Michelle Smith, Savion Gates, and Nicholas Oldham.
Next we have Veterans High School.
My name is Jeremy Williams. I'm the pool director at Veterans High School. Our 3 all-state participants define what it means to be not only fantastic singers, fantastic students, but fantastic human beings. And that's what we try to do in the fine arts, is to make fantastic /band director, because he's also a fantastic baritone player. And then finally, we have Mr. Tyler Fry, who is the salutatorian of the senior class of Veterans High School. He's also a star student. He was the first student in Veterans High School history to make All-State all 6 years of eligibility. And not only that, he next year is trying to decide between going to Georgia Tech or Columbia or Northwestern, where he was offered the prestigious acceptance into both their engineering / music performance program, which is a very, very exclusive program. We are incredibly proud of all three of these fine singers.
And we have from Warner Robins High School.
I'm Joy Dumas, the choir director at Warner Robins High School, and you've heard a lot about the audition process and what great kids these are. These are great kids too. But just so you know, once they passed the audition process, these students went to Athens the last weekend of February. They spent 2 days in rehearsals with world-renowned conductors in 4 different choirs for high school and 2 choirs for middle school. And then they gave a performance on Saturday that it's the most, if you're a choir person, if music's in your soul, it doesn't get any better than those concerts. I do understand that some of them are now available for viewing on YouTube. I don't know if it's legal or not. And I am also very thrilled to say that none of these students are seniors, so I get them all back next year. Yeah. We will start with Mr. J.B. Scott. He is a flute and oboe player in addition to being an all-state choir member. And then we have Mr. Marcus Farrow. Marcus is a drama and choir kid. And then we have Mr. Rayvon Love. He is a trumpet player in our band. And then we have Miss Katie Carter, who is also a drama and choir kid. 3 of these are going to be in our production of Grace and Believe. We talk about some long hours. These kids know what they are, and they work beautifully, and we love them for it.
This is always the best part of our meeting because we get a chance to recognize the students and parents. You get a chance to see your students and what they have accomplished in school, not only academically, but in other areas too. So again, we congratulate all of you all. Last time we did a review of our consent agenda. Are there any questions or comments from the board members? Next, we will have the adopt the agenda for today's meeting.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to adopt the agenda as presented.
It has been motioned and seconded that we adopt the agenda as presented. All in favor, please show right hand. Thank you, sir. Our minutes from our previous meeting. Excuse me.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes from our March meetings.
So motion and second that we approve the minutes from our previous meeting. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. Thank you, sir. Our board member comments. We're going to start with Ms. Lori Johnson at this time, and then we'll all take a consultation.
Thank you, Mr. Wilson, and welcome to all of our visitors. Thank you, Ms. Phelps, for your hospitality last night, and thank you to your culinary arts department. Our meal was delicious. I want to say congratulations to all the students that are here visiting. Wow, you really make us look good, and you make us so proud. We've got some really smart and talented students. And that leads me to thank you to all of our teachers, because that's your investment, and it's paying off, definitely. To our military children, I just want to say thank you for and hope that we can live up to the proclamation every day. We certainly try to. This is a busy time of the year. I know for lots of folks, we're wrapping up some spring sports, and I've already been to one musical, and I have 2 or 3 more on my agenda coming up. I look forward to going to see those. And it also leads me to preparations for activities that are towards the end of the school year. We're not going to talk about graduation yet. Not yet. We're going to speak of it. This time of year also generates a time of change. This is when we find out who's going to retire, who's going to move on to the next stage of their life, who's going to make some transitional changes within our system. And we do have lots of those changes coming up. And I just want to say thank you to our executive cabinet and their staff. Thank you for all of the time and diligent effort that you put forth for researching and interviewing and making sure that you recommend the right person for the right spot for every position in our county. I know that we're growing and we're adding some positions, and that's just part of growing and being a great school system. So thank you for all of your hard work. And between now and the next time we meet, we have a few small little tests. So I would just say to all of you educators out there, you got this, don't stress too much. You've done your job all year, it's just another day. That's what I tell my kids, just do the best you can. Thanks.
Dave?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. We do want to extend our appreciation to Ms. Phelps and her staff at the Career Academy for hosting us last night. Extra work and preparation. Your culinary students did an awesome job preparing the meal last night. So thank you for that. We also say congratulations to all of the outstanding students here. You make all of us proud, and you are a great example of what Houston County schools are all about. And thanks to all our military and their families for what you do for us. We appreciate you very much. As a member of the board, we get invited to many awesome programs and events throughout the system. I had the opportunity recently to attend the Teachers Teaching Teachers session out at Mossy Creek Middle School. It's no wonder our students do so well. We have a lot of outstanding teachers doing a lot of outstanding things in our classrooms. And I just really enjoyed watching teachers teaching teachers and sharing the things that they do in the classroom. We also really enjoyed the middle school and the high school choral performance that we saw before the spring break. Not only do our music teachers do an outstanding job, but our art and band people also add a lot to our schools and give our students some great opportunities there. We appreciate what you do. And last week we went out to Veterans High School to watch another great group of students perform. And before I tell you who they were, let me tell you the story of a young man named Neil Jeffrey. Neil had a speech disability. He was a stutterer. Neil would tell you real quick that he was real good at it. But what was amazing about Neil Jeffrey was that he was the quarterback on his high school football team. An outstanding athlete. And you know, with only 25 seconds to call a play, there were a lot of 5-yard penalties for a delay of game. And so Neil's coach realized that he had to adapt. So the coach told Neil to get in the huddle, be quiet, and act like he's doing something. The split end called the formation, called the plays, and called the snap count. And when it got to the huddle, got to the line of scrimmage, the fullback called the huddle. And that's how they adapted, and they were real successful. What's more amazing about Neil's story is he got a football scholarship to Baylor University. He kind of neglected to tell one little detail is that he stuttered when he got in the huddle to call the play. Of course, they found that out real quick when practice started. Grant Taft was the head coach at Baylor at that time. And things weren't going too well at practice. He called Neil over to the side, and Neil expected to be yelled at and chastised and all those kind of things. But he said, Coach Taft put his arm around me and he said, "Do you stutter when you sing?" And Neil said, "No, sir, I don't think so." He said, "Well, when you get in the huddle, sing the plays." So that's what they did. In fact, he was so good at it, he started asking the other players if they had any requests.
Some of the players went to Coach Taft and told him they'd love to hear Neil stutter than hear him sing. But Neil adapted to his disability, was a successful D1 major college quarterback. Now he's a successful preacher, traveling all over the world, using his disability to share the gospel. Say, well, what's the point? Well, last Tuesday night at Veterans, I saw some awesome kids who have not let their disability get them down. I'm talking about our Houston County Sharks. They haven't let the knockdowns of life get them down. They have gotten up, wheeled up, I guess we could say, and have become state champions. So we just want to say thanks to them, their coaches, and all the hard work they do.
Next we'll have a hope.
Yes, I'd just like to say again to Ms. Phelps and her staff, I was impressed. The students prepared that meal completely by themselves. It was excellent. You couldn't ask for anything better. Right from the chicken to the right down to the dessert. And thank you for that, for your hospitality and for just your really just makes all feel. Thank you for that. When I got Mr. McLaughlin's email about wearing purple, this is the first purple shirt I've ever because our military children are very important, and our military is important, especially in our community, and for what we stand for as Houston County. And so y'all cost me money, but it was worth it. And last but not least, the All-State Chorus, to put together the Star Spangled Banner there at the beginning, absolutely beautiful. Couldn't have asked for anything in a professional level any better. It's exciting to see once again how our students here in Houston County go and achieve and just make us all proud. And I appreciate once again being a part of this. Well, there is change in there, and we still got a lot of people here. Thank you for having us.
Brian?
Yes, sir, thank you, Mr. Chairman. I don't think I can say it any better than it's already been said, but there's no better place than Houston County, Georgia, to acknowledge the one of the military children. So I know it's a two-way street. We're proud to have the military children, and other military families are proud to be in this community. I was a military child, and my father got to Houston County through the military, and I've grown to love this community because of that. Like Coke, I love everything about this month except for the purple shirts we have to wear. I want to also thank all the other students and teachers that were giving out awards, but I want to focus just for a second on Ms. Phelps and Houston County Career Academy. Sometimes we like to pigeonhole education as math and science and AP and all the history and everything that standard education involves, but we're going to need welders, we're going to need police officers, we're going to need nurses, we're going to need mechanics, and we're going to need people who are willing to get their hands dirty. One of my friends always says that everybody's going to use their hands, but you have to decide if you want to have calluses on them or not. So there's going to be some people who have calluses, there's going to be others who don't. I'm not afraid or ashamed to say that I use my hands every day. We're going to need people from that academy to do the things that other people aren't going to do. And I thank you for that. I thank you for the programs that we're able to offer to this community.
Rick?
I would like to add my thanks to Houston County Career Academy. Just every time I go through those halls, I get excited about the kinds of learning, the different kinds of learning that are occurring there. Congratulations to all the students who are here and being recognized. But those who went to All-State Chorus, I really know what kind of work you put into that. I know that it takes a lot of dedication, it takes a lot of perseverance and discipline to get there, and I am very proud of you. It's great to have such a large group participating in this, and hopefully we'll even have even more in the future. Enjoying also the choral extravaganza. I like that because you get to get a sampling of what's happening all over the county. And it's a great example of all our schools coming together and doing something good. And thank you for that, choral directors. finally, last week, my daughter came by our house and said, thanks, Dad, for remembering Media Specialist Day. And I said, that hour has already happened? And she said yes. But I did my research, and according to the research I did, at least the ALA has designated today as Library Workers' Day. And so I will tell Courtney and all of her colleagues, congratulations and thank you for all you do.
I too want to add a warm welcome and hello. Thank you for being here today. There's so many gifted and talented individuals in our room today. And just thank you for using those God-given abilities to enhance our school system. Thanks to Ms. Phelps and the culinary class, our students, for the meal last evening. It was delightful and it deserves a 5-star rating. A special thanks also to our military friends. Robins Air Force Base and all of its entities are extremely important and crucial to our community. So we cherish those partnerships with the military community, and we just appreciate their many contributions to the betterment of military children and our educational system. And finally, as Lori said, testing season is right around the corner. It's right upon us, and just I wanted to say a special thanks to Rosa Powell and her technology staff for getting all of the infrastructure ready for all of that online testing. It is, right there upon us. And the days of testing booklets and pencils and paper are quickly disappearing. So practically all of our tests are online now. So I know that our students and our administrators and our teachers and our support staff and everyone, I know that they've worked hard and they've prepared hard, and they're just brought those tests. They're going to do incredible. We're going to be very proud of them. Thank you.
I'd just like to share a couple of thoughts, and first of all, echoing all the thank yous to everyone for everything that you have done and are doing in our school system. The Career Academy, again, thank you all for last night, and by the way, you can invite us over for lunch anytime. Also, for the Sharks, Dave, I had a note here, and the thing that I saw, that the Sharks and the staff doing with the Sharks is teaching them sportsmanship. No matter what the situation was, no matter what the play was, no matter how well they did, or missed the ball, or missed the shot, or whatever, missed a pass, they showed sportsmanship. And that's what I picked up as I was on the sidelines there. And I want to thank all the Shark players and all the teachers and helpers and everyone for teaching those kids to have great high self-esteem and that they can accomplish no matter what they put their minds to, they can accomplish it. So I want to commend them for playing the other night and showing sportsmanship above and beyond. And then again, for our military children, our military families, and our military leaders, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes, last week we were very fortunate to have the state school superintendent here to celebrate the 29th and 30th school in the state of Georgia to be recognized as STEM certified. Northside Elementary was the 29th school, and Eagle Springs Elementary was the 30th. And to reinforce my comments earlier about our community and the support for public education, Superintendent Woods talked about how the county commission, the chair of the county commission, Tommy Stonecker, the mayor of the city of Warner Robins, and city council member from the city of Centerville were there supporting what was going on in that school. And they said nowhere else in the state had they been where there was as much public or community support for the schools as there were here in this county. So we appreciate that very much. Also, they mentioned roads, and our district is a priority for the 2012-2017 eSPLOST was technology. And we were recently recognized as the 3rd school district in the nation when it comes to technology in our size, in large school district size. And we were the highest scoring school among all the Georgia school systems. And so, the hard work is paying off, and thanks to our community members who so graciously approved the eSPLOST for 2012-2017. And 3rd in the nation, not half bad on digital schools. And so we're very proud of that, and we want to continue to work toward our technology goals and making sure that our students have access to the very best. At the end of March, we received our fiscal year 2015 audit results with no qualifications or findings, and our district was awarded the distinction for excellence financial reporting from the Georgia Department of Audits and Accounts. This award is given to boards of education that go beyond the minimum requirements of generally accepted accounting principles, and this is the third year this award has been given, and our third time receiving this award. And so I want to say congratulations to our board, and congratulations to Stephen Doolin and his department and staff, and all of the schools, because we have all of our schools, all of our principals, everybody's having to follow those guidelines, and in keeping with the Houston County way, you've done an excellent job, so thank you for that. We have begun the end-of-year testing, and Georgia milestones in the grade exams for grades 3 through 8 are being administered, and that will go on through April the 29th. And remember that not every student is testing every day. We're doing that because it is our goal to move to 100% testing online. There will be some special administrations that go on that won't be online, but we expect to be online. But this is a huge undertaking. As usual, we're staying ahead of what's been expected of us, and it went really well. Rose gave us an update this morning on that. We're very proud to say it's going very well. And again, thank you to the technology department. And thank you to our APIs and our testing coordinators in our schools, because counting tests and teachers having to count those tests back in every day and being accountable for the paper documents, even though this is a lot of work to get it implemented the first year, in the long run, it's going to make us more efficient and certainly make better use of our employees' time. So we really appreciate that. The end of course for our high school will be administered April 25th through May 10th, with the vast majority of those exams also being given online. AP exams will be May 2nd through May 13th, and we're also will be giving the SLOs and finals in May. So again, we're confident that our students and our teachers have done what they need to do to be prepared, and we wish them well with all of that. There are many special dates ahead, and tell Courtney that I did have the school library month on my list. But in addition to celebrating the month of the military child here in April, this month also observe Occupational Therapy Month, Autism Awareness Month, and School Library Month. Other special dates are April the 23rd is prom. It's hard to believe it's that time already. April 27th is our Administrative Professional Day, as we recognize those people who are important to what we do. May 2nd through the 6th is Teacher Appreciation Week, with May 3rd designated as Teacher Appreciation Day. On May 6th, we have School Nurse Appreciation Day. On May 9th, School Nutrition Employee Appreciation Day. And on May 16th through the 20th, SRO Week for all our school police officers. And on May 10th, our system retirement banquet. And most important is graduation on the 27th and 28th. Wow, it's hard to believe that we're already approaching graduation. All you seniors in the room probably have a big smile on your face, but it's a big deal. And we wish you well. Thank you for everything that you do to make Houston County look good and make your teachers look good. So congratulations.
Thank you. Financial report, David?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the February 2016 financial report as presented last night.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve the financial report for the month of February 2016. All in favor of the motion, please show your hand. Thank you. Our personnel report.
Yes, I'd like to approve that I'd like to ask that we would approve the personnel reports as recommended by the school.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded that we approve the personnel report for the month of April 2016 as presented on last evening. All in favor of the motion, please show your right hand. We now have several recommendations that we need. Ms. Hughes?
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to approve the superintendent's recommendation for Mr. Wesley Dell Martin for the position of principal at Perry High School.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded that we approve the superintendent's recommendation to appoint Mr. Wesley Dale Martin for the position of principal at Perry High School. All in favor of the motion, please show your right hand. Any opposition? 6 to 1. Number 2, Rick?
Yes, I'd like to make a motion approving the recommendation for Mr. David Sams for the position of principal at Northside Elementary School.
It's been motioned and seconded that we approve the superintendent's recommendation to appoint Mr. Dave Sams for the position of principal for Northside Elementary School. All in favor of the motion, please show your right hand. 7-0. Thank you. Next, we have Lori.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to approve the recommendation for Ms. Gloria Smith for the position of principal at Pearl Stevens Elementary School.
It's been motioned and seconded that we approve the superintendent's recommendation to appoint Ms. Gloria Smith for the position of principal at Pearl Stevens Elementary School. All in favor of the motion, please show your hand. 7-0. Next, Dave.
Chairman, I move to approve the recommendation of Alicia Connor for the position of principal at C.D. Watson Primary School.
Second. The motion and second that we approve the superintendent's recommendation to appoint Ms. Alicia Connor for the position of principal at C.D. Watson Primary School. All in favor of the motion, please show your right hand. 7-0. And for interim principal, Warner Robins High School, Brian.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to uphold the superintendent's recommendation for Mr. Chris McCook as interim principal for Ross High School.
It's a motion and second that we approve the superintendent's recommendation to appoint Mr. Chris McCook as the interim principal for Warner Robins High School. All in favor of the motion?
If I could,
Yes, sir.
your motion needs to include within it that the purpose is to also modify the contract that he has currently with the system commensurate with the principal's position. I believe it's the
Did we get that, Jan?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Thank you for that, Mr. Gerald. All in favor of the motion to include the amendment, please show your right hand. 7-0. Oh, I'm sorry. 6. Opposition? 1. Okay. 6-1. Thank you. Those are all the personnel recommendations. The next item on the agenda on the new business. Election results resolution. Brian?
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to approve as presented the resolution for Houston County Board of Education with respect to the election on March 1st, held to determine the continuation of 1% sales and use tax for education.
It has been motioned and seconded that we approve the election result of March 1st, 2016. All in favor of the motion, please show your right hand. 7-0. The next item on the agenda will be the request for surplus bus number 0308. Lord?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to approve the recommendation to sell or transfer bus number 0308 to Central Georgia Technical College for $1.
Yes, sir. It has been motioned and seconded that we approve the request to surplus bus number 0308 to sell to Central Georgia Technical College. All in favor of the motion, please show your hand. 7-0. Next item, request for surplus buses. Rick?
I'd like to make a motion that we approve the request to surplus 6 buses.
Second.
It has been motioned and seconded that we approve the request to surplus 6 buses that are 20 to 28 years old. All in favor of the motion, please show your hand. 7-0. Thank you. Next item, replacement purchase of 1 Ford truck and actually 2 Ford trucks. Dave?
Chairman, I move that we approve the presented request for the replacement purchases of 1 Ford F-250 truck and 1 Ford F-350 front-wheel transit van.
Second.
It has been motioned and seconded that we approve the request for replacement purchase of 1 Ford F-250 and an F-350 cargo van. All in favor of the motion, please show your right hand. 7-0. Job description, benefits specialist.
Yes, from the superintendent's recommendation, I would like to recommend that we add a new job description as a benefits specialist.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve the job description for benefits specialist. All in favor of the motion, please show of hand. 7-0. Job description for gifted teacher.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to approve the job description for the gifted lead teacher as presented.
Second.
It has been motioned and second that we approve the job description for gifted lead teacher as presented. All in favor of the motion, please show of hand. 7-0. At this time, we will need to go into executive session for a student matter. I need a motion. It has been motioned and second that we approve that we go into executive session for a student matter. All in favor of the motion, please show right hand. 7-0. Thank you very much. We're going to take about a 10-minute break, and then we'll come back